o'clock, is it? No spirits? No old potatoes? Just a lot of nonsense. Blast! How did this insect get in? Shoo! Shoo!
Our sixth show is A Christmas Carol, and the reason that we decided to build A Christmas Carol, well, we had a couple of different reasons, actually. We had just built Bully Busters, which is our fifth show, and that was very lesson-driven, and we really wanted a fantastical show. So we wanted a show that had a lot of magic and a lot of fun things that we could do with puppets and scenery and storytelling. And Christmas Carol is one of my husband Mark's favorite stories, and as we read through it again, there were so many fun elements that we could use in a puppet show that we decided to go ahead with the production.
Thanks, Dad. This is the best Christmas ever.
Now, Tim, I have something I have to tell you.
What, Father?
I couldn't afford Christmas presents for you kids this year.
That's okay, Dad. I don't need a present.
You are a good boy, Tim. A good boy.
I'd like to talk a little bit about the puppets that we use in the show. If you've seen any of our other productions, we tend to use lots of different types of puppets, and some of our shows are marionette shows, some of our shows are rod puppet shows, some of our shows are hand puppet shows. And the reason that we chose marionettes for A Christmas Carol was because A, we wanted it to be as lifelike as possible, and there are things that marionettes can do that no other puppets can do, and that is why we decided to use the marionettes.
Look closer, Ebenezer.
Good heaven! I went to school here as a boy.
You recollect the way to the school?
Remember it? I could walk it blindfold.
We also decided to use some costume masked characters for two of the ghosts. The Ghost of Christmas Past, which I play, is a beautiful, beautiful mask. And I put the mask on, and besides the mask, there's some lovely fabric that just covers my hands, and then there's ribbons that are flowing from the mask, as well as some glittery tinsel and sparkly things. And then I'm just dressed in black, and the idea is just to that she's kind of like this floating being, where she kind of has a suggestion of arms, but not really, and you just really kind of concentrate on her face.
Fred, where are you going? I guess he'll be here shortly. Oh, that's not a present for your Uncle Scrooge, is it?
I'll be back soon. I'm just going to leave this on his front steps.
Why do you even bother?
He's my only relative. Besides, he makes me laugh.
You're too good for him, you are.
Hush, I'll be right back.
Our show, we have to do a lot of research. We read many different versions of the story, and that's when we start the writing. But that's also when we start designing the characters that are going to be in our show, because we do build all of our own puppets, costumes, scenery, and props. And so while we're writing the script, we're also starting to design the puppets. And designing the puppets requires many, many, many sketches, and it does take several months to design the puppets, and then we start to build them, and that's how we create the puppets.
Any man alive
The story itself is just so magical and so timeless, with such a wonderful universal message that still rings true today.
God bless us, everyone.
Merry Christmas!